Okay guys, I think we are live now. Can you please let me know if I'm audible or not? Please message in the chat and let me know if I'm audible or not. Okay, so I'm audible. So we will start the class in 2 more minutes. We will let some other people join and then we will start at 7:02. Okay. Okay, so now we will start the session. So today we are going to discuss about time and work. Okay. It is one of the most important topic. It can be said as important. You can expect around 1 or 2 questions in each exam from this topic. Okay. So let's get started. So what is time and work? Time and work has some formulas. So first is efficiency. Efficiency is the work done by a person or the machine in unit time. So basically in time and work, we are going to discuss how much time it is required for a person to do a work, or a machine, how much time a machine is taking to do a work. Also, we will see how we can solve the questions, how we can solve different type of questions. So there are 2 or 3 cases in today's class. So we will look at it. So basically, we will first start with efficiency. Efficiency is the work done by a person or a machine in unit time. So let's say, for example, there is a person A. He is doing 2 units of work. 2 units of work in, let's say, per day. 2 units of work per day. So this is the efficiency of A. This is efficiency of A. A is doing some amount of work in unit time. What is unit time? Unit time means it is either one, let's say, minute, or 1 hour, or even 1 day, or 1 year. Okay. All the time which has 1 in it, it is called unit time. Okay. So basically in this chapter we are going to use this one, 1 day or 1 hour. These two will be most usually used in today's class. So this is unit time. And work done basically is denoted by units. So we are doing or A is doing 2 units of work per day. Okay, it means that in 1 day A is doing 2 units of work. So this is his efficiency. Work done is equal to efficiency into time. So if, let's say, this is the efficiency and it is said that A has worked for, let's say, 10 days. A has worked for 10 days and this was the efficiency of A. So work done will be efficiency of A into time, which is 20 units. Work done is 20 units. It is important for you to note here that if it is not mentioned, we will take the efficiency as constant for this entire time. If it is not mentioned, we will take the same efficiency for the each of the 10 days. Okay. If it is mentioned that okay, efficiency has dropped to half after some days or like that, then we will look at it how it is changing. But if it is not mentioned, we will take it as constant, and in most of the cases it is taken as constant, it is not changing. Okay, so efficiency is inversely proportional to time. So let's say for example, A is taking 20 days to complete a work, and similarly B is taking, let's say, 30 days to complete the same work. Now both are doing the same work. So if the work is, let's say we are taking W, so both are doing W amount of work. A is taking 20 days to complete this amount of work, and B is taking 30 days to complete the same amount of work. So what is the efficiency of A? Efficiency of A will be total work divided by total time. So it is W by 20. This is the efficiency of A, W by 20 units per day. Similarly, efficiency of B, it will be W, which is the entire work, divided by total time taken, which is 30. We can see that W by 20 is greater than W by 30. It means that efficiency of A is greater than efficiency of B. We can directly conclude this from here also. Since A is taking 20 days and B is taking 30 days, okay, it means that A is taking less time. It means that A is more efficient than B. So if A is more efficient than B, so efficiency of A will be more than efficiency of B. Okay, I hope this is clear. This was the introduction and introduction to efficiency. Let's move forward. So unitary method. This one single concept is the most important thing in time and work. In today's class also, in almost I guess I have taken 6 questions. So in all the 6 questions, I am going to use unitary method. Okay. So in all the questions, you can solve the question by using unitary method. This is one of the most important thing in time and work. Okay. So let's see how it works. For the unitary method, we assume that the amount of work done to be 1 units. It can be W units also or 1 units also. Okay. Generally we take 1. It doesn't matter. So if a person can complete a piece of work in n days, then his efficiency will be 1 by n. How does it coming? How does it comes? So yes, let's say the person is taking n days to complete 1 unit of work. This is days. In n days, the person is completing 1 unit of work. So in 1 day, he will complete 1 by n unit. How we have gotten 1 here? We have divided both sides here by n. So on the left hand side it will be n by n, which is 1, and on the right hand side it will be 1 by n. So in 1 day that person is doing 1 by n units of work. So this is called unitary method. That is what is written here. If a person can complete a project or a piece of work in n days, then his efficiency will be 1 by n. Okay. Now if there are 2 persons working together, with A completing the piece of work in A days and B completing the piece of work in B days, then their combined rate is 1 by A plus 1 by B. Let's see how it is coming. So let's say there is A. He is taking A days. He is taking A days to complete 1 unit of work. A is taking A days to complete 1 unit of work. So if we are talking about 1 day or efficiency of A, it will be 1 by A units. Okay. So in A days, A is completing 1 unit. So in 1 day, A will complete 1 by A units. Okay. This is simple unitary method. We have divided both sides by A. Similarly for B, if B is taking B days to complete the same amount of work, B is taking B days to complete the same amount of work. So in 1 day, B will complete 1 by B units. Okay. This is the amount of work B will do in 1 day. Now it is said that their combined rate, Combined rate means both A and B are working together. So if both A and B are working together, so in one day A has completed 1 by A units, and in one day B will complete 1 by B units. So if both of them are working together, so in one day amount of work that will be done is equal to work done by A plus work done by B. This is the amount of work that will be done in one day if A and B are working together. So work done by A, we know in one day it is 1 by A, and work done by B in one day is 1 by B. So this is the amount of work that both A and B will do in one day. Okay, so this is how we get the value of 1 by A plus 1 by B here. So basically what we are doing is we are calculating the amount of work done by A in one day. Similarly, we calculate the amount of work done by B in one day, and to find the amount of work done by both of them, we just add these two and we will get the value. Okay, let me see if you have any doubt. If you have any doubt, you can message in the chat. I will take all of your doubts. Okay, so no doubt has been asked till now. If you have any doubt, please ask in the chat. I will take all of your doubts. Okay, so let's move forward. Now here total work is either W or 1. Now here are some methods which we will use to solve the question. First method is we will take the total work as W. So we will discuss all the things regarding W, and then for 1 units, in wherever you can see W, it will be changed by 1. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, I can write here. So in this case, we assume that total amount of work is W units. So here in this case, we assume that total work is W units. Okay, now it is given that A takes A days and B takes B days. So for A is taking A days to complete W units. Okay, so from unitary method, if we have to find what is the unit of work that A is doing in one day, so we'll divide both sides by A. So on the left hand side, we will get in one day A is doing W by A units of work. This is the amount of work done by A in one day. Okay, similarly for B is taking B days. B is taking B days to complete W units of work. So again by unitary method, in one day B will complete W by B units of work. This is the amount of work done by A and B in one day, which is written here. It is W by A and W by B. And the amount of work done in one day is also known as efficiency. We have already discussed this, that in unit time, the amount of work done is called efficiency. So in one day is a unit time. So in unit time, A is doing W by A units of work, and in unit time, B is doing W by B units of work. So that's why W by A and W by B are referred as efficiency of A and efficiency of B respectively. Okay, this is the amount of work done by both of them in one day, okay, separately. Now when they are working together, so if they are working together, it means that both A and B are working together. So if both A and B are working together, so in one day the amount of work done by them will be added. Amount of work done by A in one day was W by A units. Amount of work done by B in one day is W by B units. If both of them are working together, then the total amount of work done by both of them in one day is W by A plus W by B units. This is the total amount of work done by both A and B in one day. Now question is, find a total time taken to complete the work. So in one day, or let me write like this, that W by A plus W by B units, this much unit is being completed in one day. Okay. So let's first find what is the time taken to complete 1 unit of work. So for 1 unit, we will divide both sides by W by A plus W by B. So on the left hand side it will become 1. On the right hand side it will be 1 by W by A plus W by B days. This is the amount of time taken for both A and B to complete 1 unit of work. Now total work we have assumed here is W units. Okay. So what we will do is we will multiply both sides by W. So on left hand side we get W units. W units is the total work. Okay. It will take W divided by W by A plus W by B days. This is the total time taken by both A and B to complete the work. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let me summarize it once again. So it was given that total amount of work is W units. A takes A days and B takes B days to complete the work. So from there we got the efficiency of A, which is W by A, and efficiency of B, which is W by B. Now it is given that both of them are working together. So if both of them are working together, in one day they will do W by A plus W by B units of work, because their efficiency will be added. Now I wrote like this because we had to find the amount of time taken to complete W units of work. So W by A plus W by B units is being completed by both A and B in one day. So 1 unit will be completed in 1 by W by A plus W by B days. Total unit of work is W units. So we will multiply both sides by W. So this is the time required by both A and B to complete the work, to complete the entire work when working together. Okay. I hope this is clear. Same thing when we will apply 1. So entire W, wherever W is written, it will be replaced by 1. Okay, so this will be 1 unit, this will be 1 by A, this will be 1 by B, this will be 1 divided by 1 by A plus 1 by B. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, so I think it is clear till here. Let's move forward now. Now there is another method which is called as LCM method. So let me take an example and tell you how it is working. So let's say A is completing a work in, for example, 5 days. Okay. And B is, let's say, completing a work in, let's say, 12 days. This is given. Okay. A is completing the work in 5 days and B is completing the work in 12 days. Now, one way that you can do this, or not one way, exactly 2 ways, that take the total work as W or 1. Okay. You can use this way to calculate the value. Okay. But here in this case, we are going to take something else. What is something else? So here we are going to take total work as LCM of 5 and 12. We are going to take the LCM of the number of days required by both A and B to complete the work. Okay. We will take LCM. LCM of 5 and 12 is 60. So 60 units is the total work that is done by A and B. Why we take LCM? Because in the previous case, we were going to deal with W or 1, something like this. Okay. Here, in many cases, if W is involved, okay, it is a variable, so it gets a little tricky to deal with variables. Okay. Here, everything will be number. There will be no variable here. So here total work is 60 units. So basically what we are given that A is taking 5 days. A is taking 5 days to complete 60 units of work. Okay. So in one day A will complete 60 by 5, which is 12 units. This is the efficiency of A. This is efficiency of A. 12 units is the amount of work done by A in one day. Okay, this is the efficiency of A. Similarly for B was taking 12 days to complete 60 units. Okay, so in one day B will do 60 by 12, which is 5 units. This is efficiency of B. Let me again tell you what we are doing. So basically it was given to us that A is taking 5 days and B is taking 12 days to complete a work. We don't know the total amount of work. So basically in whatever method that we have discussed before, we can either take W or we can take 1. You can take either of those and you will be able to solve the question. But here is a third way that you can do. We are assuming that total work is LCM of the number of days taken by both A and B. Okay. So LCM of 5 and 12 is 60. So we are assuming that total work is 60 units. So if total work is 60 units, A is taking 5 days to complete 60 units. Okay. So in one day, A is doing 12 units of work. Similarly for B is taking 12 days to complete 60 units of work. So in one day, B is completing 5 units of work. And these both units are efficiency of A and efficiency of B. So if both A and B are working together, so in one day, they will do 12 plus 5, which is 17 units. This is the amount of work done by A and B in one day. Now total units was 60. They are doing 17 units in one day. So what is the total time taken? So let's calculate here. So they are doing 17 units in one day. So 1 unit of work will be done in 1 by 17 days. 1 by 17 days. Total units of work was the LCM, which is 60 units. So 60 units will be 60 units is 60 by 17. This value is 1739 days. So in these many days, both A and B will be able to complete the work if they work together. Okay. So this is the third way to calculate the value by taking the total work as LCM. Let's see what is written here. In this method, we assume the total work as LCM of individual times. So we have taken here LCM of individual times. A is taking 5 days, B is taking 12 days. Okay. So this is the LCM that we will take. If A takes A days and B takes B days, then total work is LCM of A and B. That is what we have done here. Efficiency of A will be total work divided by days taken by A. That is what we used here. Efficiency of A is total work 60 units divided by time, which gives us 12 units. Okay. Similarly, efficiency of B is total work divided by days taken by B. That is what we have done here. Total work divided by number of days taken, it gives us 5 units. This is efficiency of B. Okay. Till now we have done everything same. Total time taken to complete work when working together is total work divided by efficiency of A and B. So what we have done, we calculated the efficiency of A and B, which we got as 17 units. So time taken will be total work divided by efficiency, which is this time. Okay. So this is the third way to complete the work, which is LCM method. Is it clear? Please let me know if you have any doubt. Okay, so before moving forward, I wanted to tell you about XAT 2027 complete course. So in this course, you can get 180 plus concept videos. We also have topic wise tests, which will help you to strengthen the topic. We also have national level mocks, which is given by thousands of students. So you will get your performance with detailed reports so that you can analyze it in a perfect way and be ready for the exam. And we will also take daily live classes from December. So just after CAT exam, after 1 or 2 days, we start the daily live classes for that. So please do follow. You can, for more details, you can contact this phone number. Okay. Or you can also go directly on this website or this link and you can join now. Okay. So this is, or you can also Google this. So this will be very helpful for all of you, those who are preparing for that. So please do check it out. Okay, so before moving here, please let me know if you are comfortable with all these things that we have discussed till now. Please answer in the chat if you are comfortable with all the things that we have discussed till here. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, this is one more concept where entry and exit of a person has been discussed. What does it mean? So it can have 3 different types. First is, let's first discuss this one. Workers may join or leave the work at different times. Okay, workers can join the work in between or even leave the work at different times. So there can be 3 scenarios. One person starts, another joins later. Okay, this is the first scenario, that one starts and another joins later. One person leaves before completion. Okay, it means that if let's say multiple people are working together, so one has left the work before completion. This example can be, let's say A starts working. Okay, A starts working and A worked for 5 days. Okay, A starts working and A worked for 5 days, and then B also joined. B joined. A starts working, A worked for 5 days, and then B joined. Okay, so the questions can be like this, that A has started working alone. After 5 days, B joined. Now find a new time in which the work can be completed. So since B has also joined, now the work will be completed faster. Work will be completed faster. Okay. Since a new person has joined, work will be completed faster. Second is, one person leaves before completion. So in this case, let's say A and B, both of them worked for 5 days. A and B both worked for 5 days. And after this, let's say A left. A left. After working for 5 days together, A has left. Now the remaining work has to be completed by B alone. So this will be slower. This will take more time. This will take more time to complete the work. The first one, when another person joins, it takes faster to complete the work. If one person leaves before completion, it takes more time to complete the work, which is slower. Okay. And the third is alternate working days. Alternate working days means, let's say A is working. A is working on first day. B is working on second day. Again, A is working on third day, and it goes on. Okay. So this is the third way where alternate working days are there, where A is working on first day, B is on second, A is again on third, B is again on fourth, like this. So they are working on alternate days. So these are the three ways in which questions can be asked. We will look at all the ways in the questions. Let's see. Also, it is given that if efficiency of A and B are A units per day and B units per day, and both of them are working alternatively, then the combined efficiency will be. So what will be the combined efficiency? So let's see what is being said here. So for A, efficiency is A units per day. So in one day, A is doing A units of work. Okay. Similarly for B, in one day, B is doing B units of work. Okay, because efficiency of B is B units per day. This is the efficiency of A and B. Now we are asked combined efficiency. What does combined efficiency means? It means that if both of them are working alternatively, so A is working on the first day and let's assume B is working on the second day. So this combined efficiency is for one cycle. What does one cycle means? In one cycle, both A and B will be working for one day, okay, each. So in one cycle, A is working on the first day and B is working on the second day. This completes entire one cycle. So in one cycle, on the first day, amount of work done is A, and on the second day, amount of work done is B. So amount of work done in one cycle will be, amount of work done will be A plus B. A plus B, this is the amount of work done in one cycle. Now one cycle in this case is of 2 days because there are only two people, and if they are working alternatively, so in 2 days our one cycle will be completed. So one cycle, this amount of work is being done in 2 days. So efficiency means what? Efficiency means in unit time. So this much amount of work is done by both of them in 2 days. So if we have to find efficiency, we have to find it in one day. So in one day, the amount of work done will be A plus B by 2. This is the amount of work done by both A and B in one day. So this is the efficiency of A and B. I hope it is clear. Let me clarify what we have done here. So A in one day is doing A amounts of work. This is the efficiency of A. Similarly, B in one day is doing B amounts of work. This is the efficiency of B. It is given that A works on the first day and B works on the second day. So on the first day, amount of work done is A, and on the second day, amount of work done is B. So whenever these type of questions are there where we have to find combined efficiency, it is for one cycle. One cycle means both A and B should work for one day each. So if we look at in the first and second day, so A has worked on the first day and B has worked on the second day. So one cycle is completed in the first 2 days. So in one cycle, amount of work done by A and B is A plus B. It is done in 2 days. Efficiency is calculated for unit day. So in unit day, amount of work done by A and B will be A plus B by 2. This is the combined efficiency of A and B in one cycle. Okay. I hope this is clear. Let's now move forward. So this is the first question. Please try and attempt this. You have 2.5 minutes for this. Also, if you have any doubt regarding any of the concept that we have discussed today, please let me know in the chat. I will take all of your doubts. Okay, so let's look at this question. It is given that a person working at 6 hours a day can complete a piece of work in 24 days. So it is given that a person is working 6 hours a day and he can complete the total work in 24 days. So what is the amount of total work? It is 6 hours per day into 24. This is the amount of hours or the total work hours that is required to complete the work, which is 144. I will use 6 into 24 only because it will help me in calculation. But I just wanted to tell you that 144 is the total work hours that is required to complete the work. Now it is given that for how many hours, or it is asked that for how many hours a day needs to be worked so that the same work will be completed in 18 days. Now let's say the same work is to be done, and let's say in one day, let's say t hours of work is being done, and let's say total days required is 18. Now this is the amount of work that is now needed to be done. It is given that same work, the work is the same. It means that even if they are completing it in 18 days by working t hours a day, total hours is 144. So this value should be equal to 144 in order to complete the work. Okay, so t into 18, it will be equal to 6 into 24. 6 into 24. This will be cancelled 3 times, this will be cancelled 8 times. So t is equal to 8 hours. It means that now she has to come or he has to work for 8 hours a day for 18 days to complete the total work. 8 into 18 is again 144. So answer is 8 hours, which is option number B. I hope it is clear. Let's move forward. Please try and attempt this question. Okay, let's see this question. Before that, Divakar, I wanted to tell you is we don't schedule YouTube sessions on every day. We schedule it on the weekend so that you are free and you can watch it. On weekends, generally, we don't schedule the YouTube sessions. Okay. Also, guys, please like the stream if you like what the types of questions or whatever we are discussing here. If you like it, please like the stream. Okay. Now, question is, P can do some work in 4 hours. Q and R together can finish it in 3 hours, while P and R can do it in 2 hours. So first thing, P is taking 4 hours to complete a work. Okay. We don't know anything about Q and R. So we'll assume that Q is taking, let's say, Q hours to complete the work, and R is taking, let's say, R hours to complete the work. If nothing is mentioned, we will take that all of them are doing the same work. Okay. So these amounts of time are being taken to complete the same amount of work. Now question is saying that Q and R together can finish it in 3 hours. So basically Q, let's take the total amount of work as 1 unit. This is the total amount of work that we will take. So Q, for Q, in Q hours, Q is completing 1 unit of work. Okay. In Q hours, Q is completing 1 unit of work. So in 1 hour, Q will be completing 1 by Q unit of work. This is the amount of work done by Q in 1 hour. It is given that Q and R together can finish it in 3 hours. It means that Q is working for 3 hours with R. So in 3 hours, amount of work completed by Q will be 3 by Q units. This is the amount of work completed by Q in 3 hours. Let's look at R. So R is taking R hours. Okay, we have assumed R hours to complete 1 unit of work. Okay, so in 1 hour, again, R will complete 1 by R unit of work, and in, let's say, 3 hours, R will be completing 3 by R units of work. This is the amount of work done by R in those 3 hours when it was working with Q. Now it is given that together can finish the work in 3 hours. So in 3 hours, Q is doing this amount of work and R is doing this amount of work. If we add both the work, it should be equal to 1 unit, because it is given that they can finish the work in 3 hours. So amount of work done by Q and R in those 3 hours will be 3 by Q plus 3 by R. It is equal to 1. This is, let's say, equation number 1. This is for Q and R. Similarly, we can also write it for P and R. We will use the exact same way. Okay. So for P, R from here on only we can write. So in 2 hours, R can complete 2 by R units of work. This is the unit of work that R can complete in 2 hours. What about P? So P take 4 hours to complete 1 unit of work. This is given to us that P takes 4 hours to complete the work. So in 2 hours, P can do 1 by 2 units of work. This is the amount of work done by P in 2 hours. Okay. It is also given that P and R can finish it in 2 hours or can do it in 2 hours. It means that amount of work done by R in 2 hours and amount of work done by P in 2 hours. Together, it will be equal to 1 unit. So now we know that 2 by R plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 unit. Okay. From here we can find the value of R. So 1 minus 1 by 2, it becomes 1 by 2. 2 by R is equal to 1 by 2. So from here we can calculate the value of R as 4. It means that R is also taking 4 hours to complete the work alone. So now we know the value of R. Question is, how long will Q take to complete it if he works alone? It means that we have to find this value of Q. And here Q was with R and we have already found the value of R. So we will just replace the value of R here, okay, and we will find the value of Q. So now we have 3 by Q plus 3 by R is 4, it is equal to 1. 3 by 4 will go on right hand side, it will be 1 minus 3 by 4. So it gives us 1 minus 3 by 4 is 1 by 4. From here we can find the value of Q, which is 12. So value of Q is 12 days, or sorry, 12 hours. So if Q was working alone, he would have taken 12 hours to complete the same work which was done in 4 hours by both Q and R. Okay, so answer is 12 hours, which is option number B. Okay, let's move forward. Please try and solve this. Also guys, if you have any doubt, please ask me. I will take all of your doubts. And if you like the stream, please give it a like. Okay, so let's discuss this question. It is given that A and B together can complete a job in 20 days. Okay, so it is not given, the time is not given for which A and B can complete the work. So what we will do, we will again assume that for A, let's the time taken be A days. Okay, A days. For B, let the time taken be B days, and for C, let the time taken be C days. So A, B and C are the time taken by A, B and C to complete the work. Now it is given that A and B together can complete a job in 20 days. So if A can complete, let's take the total amount of work needed to be done as 1 unit. The total work needed to be done for the job is 1 unit. Okay. So for A is taking A days to complete 1 unit. So in 1 day, A will complete 1 by A units. Okay. And it is given that A worked for 20 days with B. So in 20 days, A would be working 20 by A units. This is a total unit of work that A will do in 20 days. Similarly, for B also we can write that in 20 days, it can do 20 by B units. I have not written all the 3 lines. I have directly written the final line because everything will be the same. So A and B can complete the job in 20 days. So A is doing this much amount of work, B is doing this much amount of work. If we add both of the works, it is 20 by A plus of 20 by B. This is the amount of work done by both A and B. It should be equal to 1 unit because the total work needed to be done is 1 unit. So this is equal to 1. From here I can write that 1 by A plus 1 by B, it is equal to 1 by 20. This is our first equation. Okay. Now what we can do is, instead of doing this all the time, we can directly write this equation. If we see that A and B together can complete a job in 20 days, it means that in one day A will do 1 by A amount of work, in one day B will do 1 by B amount of work, and in one day, since it is taking 20 days to complete the work, in one day they will do 1 by 20 amount of work. So from now on, whenever we will see these kind of statements, we can directly write this equation. Now similarly for B and C, it is 30 days. So it is 1 by B plus 1 by C. It is given as 1 by 30. Okay. And A and C are taking 40 days. So for A and C, it will be 1 by A plus 1 by C. It is equal to 1 by 40. This is the third equation. Okay. Now question is, how long would it take if all three of them work together? If all three of them work together, then what will be the amount of work done in by all three in one day? The amount of work done by A in one day will be 1 by A. Similarly, amount of work done by B in one day will be 1 by B, and amount of work done by C in one day will be 1 by C. So we have to find this value, 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C, because it is given that all three of them are working together. So this is the amount of work done by all three of them in one day. Now since we have to find the value of this and we know these three equations, if we look carefully, if we add all the three equations, we will get 1 by A 2 times, 1 by B 2 times, and 1 by C 2 times. So what we will do is we will add all the three equations. So we are getting 2 into 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. This is what we are getting from left hand side. 1 by A, 1 by B and 1 by C all are repeating 2 times. This is equal to 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30 plus 1 by 40. Okay. Now on the right hand side we have 1 by 20, 1 by 30 and 1 by 40. 20, 30 and 40 are in denominators. So we will take the LCM. So LCM of 20, 30 and 40 is 120. So this is 120. This one will become 6. This one will become 4. And this one will become 3. So this is 6 plus 4 plus 3, which is 13 by 120. Okay. This value is equal to 2 times 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. We have to find this value. So this is equal to, we will take 2 to right hand side, it will be in division. So 13 by 120 divided by 2, it will be 13 by 120 divided by 2, which is nothing but 13 by 240. This is the amount of work done by all three of them in one day. This is the amount of work done by all three of them, A, B and C, in one day. Okay. So we have to find the time taken to complete 1 unit of work, because we have assumed the total work as 1 unit. So this is written as 13 by 240 units is done in one day. Okay. So 1 unit will be done in 240 by 13 days. Okay. Now we will write it in mixed fraction. So this is 13, this is 1. So 13 ones are 13, it was 24. So 11 is left. 11 plus 0 is 110. So 13 into 8, what is 13 into 8? It is 104. So 110 minus 104, it is 6. So this is the total amount of days that will be required for all three of them, A, B and C, to complete the work. Okay. So answer is 18, 6 by 13, which is option number C. Okay. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt in any of the question, especially in this question, please ask me. I will take the doubts. So before moving forward, I wanted to tell you about SNAP 2026 complete course. Okay. So again, we are giving concept videos and topic tests so that you can practice on each topic and get comfortable with it. Now we have national level mocks also, where you can analyze your strengths, and we also take weekend live classes like this one. Okay. So you can join the course from this. Okay. Or you can also call on this number, or you can also Google search Snap Cracku Snap complete course, and you will get the value, or you will be getting the link to visit. Okay, so please do check it out. Let's move forward. Please try and attempt this question. Sarthak, in the previous question, we can't use the LCM method because we don't know the exact number of days that A and B and C are taking to complete the work. Okay, it is not given the exact number of days. For LCM method, we need to know the exact number of days for in which any person is doing the work. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, so let's look at this question. It is given that P can do a work in 50 days, Q can do the same work in 100 days, and after working for 20 days, C joins the work. Okay, so let's keep it till here and let's look at this. So P can do the work in 50 days. Okay, Q can do the work in 100 days, and after working for 20 days. So both P and Q are working for 20 days. So in one day, P can do 1 by 50 work. This 1 by 50 work is done in one day. So in 20 days, work done will be 20 by 50 by P. This is in 20 days. Similarly for Q, the work done is 1 by 100 in one day. Okay. So in 20 days, the work done is 20 by 100. This is in 20 days. This much amount of work is done by P and Q in 20 days. So amount of work done is 20 by 50 plus of 20 by 100. Okay. This is the amount of work done by P and Q in first 20 days. Now it is given that C joins the work and after 10 days work has been completed. So now in the next 10 days, amount of work done by P will be 10 by 50. Okay. Amount of work done by Q will be 10 by 100, and amount of work done by C will be 10 by C. We are assuming that C is taking C days to complete the work. So in one day, the amount of work done by C is 1 by C. This is equal to 1. Okay. From here, we have to find a value of C. So let's see. So here LCM will be 100. This 20 will become 40 plus 20 plus again this LCM is 100. This will become 20 plus 10 plus 10 by C. It is equal to 1. Okay. Here 40 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10. It gives us 90 by 100. So 10 by C will be 1 minus of this entire value of 90 by 100 we will take to right hand side. So it is 1 minus of 90 by 100. This gives us 10 by 100. 10 and 10 will cancel out. What is the value of C? Value of C is 100. It means that C is taking 100 days to complete the work alone. Okay, so answer is option number A, which is 100. I hope this is clear. Let's move forward. Please try and attempt this question. Sarthak, if you will take estimate from days which is required by each member, okay, then even if you are able to do this, do it by using LCM, it will be a lengthy way. The way that I have told, which it will be easier as compared to the way that you are suggesting, which is LCM. LCM can be done when individual days is given. Then it is very easy. Otherwise, taking one day or taking the unit amount of work as 1 or W is more helpful. I hope it is clear. Okay, so let's look at this question. It is given that A and B can do a piece of work individually in 24 days and 16 days respectively. It means that A is taking 24 days to complete the work and B is taking 16 days to complete the work. Okay. They both started the work together and after 3 days, C with double the efficiency of B joined. Now C has double the efficiency. If C has double the efficiency, okay, we have already discussed that if efficiency is more, time taken is less. And since here the efficiency is doubled, time taken will be half. So time taken by C is 8 days. Okay. Now question is, they both started the work together and after 3 days, C joined. So for first 3 days, A and B worked together. Okay. So amount of work done by A in 3 days will be 3 by 24. 1 by 24 is the amount of work done by A in 1 day. So in 3 days, I have multiplied by 3, it is 3 by 24. Similarly, for B, it will be 3 by 16. This is the amount of work done by them in first 3 days. Later, in how many more days will the work be completed? So let's take this as T. So now, since C has joined, the work is being completed in T days. So amount of work done by A will be T by 24. This is the amount of work done by A after C has joined. Similarly, amount of work done by B will be T by 16, and amount of work done by C is T by, sorry, not C, it is 8. It will be 8. Okay. This entire thing should be equal to 1 because we are taking 1 as the total amount of work. Now from here we have to find the value of T. So let's take the LCM. So LCM of 24 and 16 will be 48. This 3 will become 6 and this 3 will become 9 plus, let's take the LCM here also. It will also give us 48. So this T will become 2T plus this T will become 3T plus this T will become 6T. This entire thing is equal to 1. Okay. We can take the 48 and multiply it on the right hand side. So 6 plus 9 is 15 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it is 11T and it is equal to 48. I have taken these 48s and I have multiplied on the right hand side. Now we will take 15 to right hand side. So 48 minus 15, it will give us 33. So from here, value of T is 3. So after C has joined, it will take 3 more days to finish the work. Okay. So answer is option number A, which is 3 days. I hope this part is clear. Now let's move to the last question of today. Please try and solve this question. Okay, so let's look at this question. It is given that P alone can do 60% of a piece of work in 24 days. Okay, so there is a piece of work. Let's take the amount of work to be W. Okay, 60% of this work, it means that 0.6 work is being completed in 24 days. Okay, we have to calculate the time taken for the entire work. So W will be 24 divided by 0.6, which is equal to 40 days. So the total amount of work that is needed to be done is 40 days. Okay, that is needed to be done will be completed in 40 days. So P can complete a total amount of work in 40 days. Okay, what will be the efficiency of P? Efficiency of P will be 1 by 40. Okay, this is efficiency of P. It is given that efficiency of P is 25% more than efficiency of R. So let's take R. Let's take that he is taking 6 days to X days to complete the work. So what will be efficiency of R? Efficiency of R will be 1 by X. It is said that efficiency of P is 25% more than efficiency of R. So efficiency of R into efficiency of R into 1 plus 25%. So 25% is 1 by 4. This will be equal to efficiency of P, which is 1 by 40. It was given that efficiency of R, which we have assumed as 1 by X, is 25% less than efficiency of P. It means that efficiency of P is 25% more than efficiency of R. So 25% more means 1 plus 25%. 25% is 1 by 4. So this is the value. From here, 1 plus 1 by 4 gives us 5 by 4. This is equal to 1 by 40. 4 and 40 will be cancelled out 10 times. So value of X is equal to 50. It means that R is taking 50 days to complete the same work that P can do in 40 days. P can do the same work in 40 days. Okay? Clear till here? Now it is given that time taken by Q alone to complete the work is half of the time taken by R alone to complete the same work. So time taken by Q to complete the work is half of this time. So which means that it is 25 days. This is the time taken by Q. Now, if P alone started the work and after 4 days he left. So P started the work alone and after 4 days he left. So amount of work done by P in those 4 days will be 4 by 40. Because efficiency of P is 1 by 40, this is the amount of work P is doing in 1 day. So in 4 days it will be 4 by 40. Plus, it is given that we have to find the time taken by Q and R together to complete the remaining work. So now let's take the time taken by Q and R together be T days. So it is T divided by Q is 25 plus T divided by R is 50. This is the total amount of work and let's take this as 1. Okay, this is the amount of work done by P in 4 days. This is the amount of work done by Q and R in the remaining days and the total amount of work is 1. So from here we have to find the value of T. So 4 by 40 is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 we will take on right hand side and here we will take LCM. So LCM is 50. This 25. To become 50 this T will become 2T plus of T. This is equal to 1 minus of 1 by 10. 1 minus of 1 by 10 is nothing but 9 by 10. Okay. 2T plus T is 3T. 3T by 50. It is equal to 9 by 10. 0 and 0 will cancel out. 3 and 9 will cancel out. It is 3. T will be 5 into 3, which is 15. So this is 15 days. It means that after P has worked for 4 days, Q and R together would need 15 days to complete the remaining work. So answer is option number B, which is 15. Okay. So with this, our session is over. This was the last question of today. So I just wanted to tell you about NMAT complete course also. It has the exact same features as XAT and Snap, where we have concept videos, topic tests, weekend live classes, and national level mocks. Okay. This weekend live classes, except for this live class that we are doing on the YouTube, there is also another weekend live class. So you can subscribe it by going on this link. Okay. Or you can call this number, or you can also Google search it. Okay. So with this, our session is over, guys. If you have if you have any doubt regarding any of the question or concept that we have discussed today, please ask me. I am here for the next 2 or 3 minutes to answer all of your doubts. If you have any doubt in any of the concepts or any of the question that we have discussed, please let me know. I am here for 2 or 3 minutes more. I will answer all of your doubts. Okay, so I think no one has any doubt. So we will end the session now. Thank you for joining.